What's up, everybody? Welcome to the wheel world. We're just waiting for our epic guest of honor. What's up, Amber? What's up, Scaly Girl Portland? What's up, Vegan Skater 425? What's up, Aiden? Girl Hateful / Dog SF Layla in the house. What's up? What's up? Switch and Signal Skate Park. What's up, Pittsburgh? Yeah, Amber. Lindy Jane _ what's up? Lou Prent. Jocelyn Ricard. Jimmy T, what's up? What's up? Hey, Carrie. We're just waiting for Jaime, the legend. What's up? Leisha Lee, what's up? Ooh, Shelby. What's up, Shelby? Bandit Report in the house. So legendary. We're gonna get started watching some clips here. So I'm gonna go ahead and let these play. Watch some Jaime footage while we get ready. What's up, Kenna? A lot of people ask me what I use to show the photos and the videos and stuff. And you actually, when you're going live, if you're the host, you can click the images in the lower right-hand corner to, show some stuff. What's up, Naughty Gem Designs? What's up, Look Back Library? Alright, so we're just waiting for our guest of honor. Yeah, this is a really sick edit of Jaime. I don't know exactly who put it together. But yeah, it's like a cool retrospective of like a bunch of clips of Jaime from back in the day, which is rad. It's crazy, like, I don't know about y'all, but like I had no, like, I've seen some clips of Jaime, but I feel like growing up it was pretty rare to see stuff. Like I saw her in like the Galas video, but then watching this, I just couldn't even believe how talented she is, and just like as like a switch skater especially, it's just so sick. Yeah. So up and said that she's got to pee, so I think we've all had to pee before in our lives. Yeah, Amber, we'll confirm on the live, but I'm like 99% sure Jaime's goofy, so if that helps you figure out what's switch or not. But yeah, we'll find out that and more. If you got a question, we're gonna do a Q&A, which will be dope. What's up, VRSW Design? Ooh, Kristen. It looks like we spell Kristen the same way, so that's cool. Or maybe it's Christy. I'm not sure. Oh, you just meant... Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure Jaime is goofy. But yeah. So that was like a switch ollie, which is crazy. Yeah. What's up, Kim Woozy? What's up, Rena? What's up, Camilla? Camilla or die, I guess I should say. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Layla definitely has some Breezy notes for sure, or Breezy's influence from Jaime, perhaps. This spot is just so sick. I'm not sure where these spots are, but that's a really great question, Vegan Skater 425. You could definitely hit Jaime with the question on that one. But yeah, that was a switch flip right there. So that line was literally kick flip and then switch flip, which is crazy. And then switch heel. So perfect. I remember seeing Jaime do a switch heel and then trying to do a switch heel at my local park, and I could not do it. I've been to Sunnyvale before. Yes, I have been to Sunnyvale. It was pretty sick. I went, and I'm pretty sure it was Caswell Berry was there. Unless I had like a little kid moment and didn't know my pro skaters, but yeah. What's up, Clara? Yeah, honestly, agreed. That switch frontside flip was incredible. Yeah. Switch game, wild. Okay, sick. We have confirmation from Kenna Gallagher that, oh, it's so sick. Yeah, tilt mode. What's up, Hull Skateboarding? How's it going? World Skate Health. All right, Jaime is in the building. She made it. Amazing. I love it. Sick. Slash dog. Have fun. Jake Durham. What's up, Ted? I don't know how to say this person's screen name, but it looks like Frenzy with some X's. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool username. Jamie, we're just watching your footy, but you got a request to go live with me. All right. Jamie, go ahead and click the request to go live. It should pop up in the chat. That kickflip was messed up. That nollie tray flip was so perfect. All right, little technical difficulties, but Jamie's trying to join right now. Yeah, I was going to ask her if those were Osiris D3s. Can we confirm or deny if those were Osiris D3s? All right. I think we got Jamie on here. It's like I'm waiting for Jamie to approve. All right, Kenneth thinks those are D3s. We'll find out. What's
Hello.
up?
Those were not D3s.
Okay. You heard it here first, folks. Those were not D3s.
No.
Also, we'd like to confirm your stance, Switch God.
I am goofy.
Right? All right.
Yes.
All right. It looks like Vegan Skater thinks they're still D3s.
Those are cab 5s.
All right.
Vans cab 5s. Sorry, dude. Sorry to disappoint.
Sorry to disappoint, man. How are you, bud? We're just watching your clips.
I'm good. Just, chilling. Making sure I look, do I look okay?
You look wonderful. Shout out in the comments right now if you think Jamie looks great. Go ahead and throw some love in the comment for Jamie's appearance right now.
I just got out of the bath,
You look great. Epsom salt?
I was trying to look good. Just trying to look good for y'all.
Like, Jim thinks you look good.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining in.
Yeah. We're just watching some footy. Do you want to tell us about any of these clips? Or
those Slam City Jam, those Sound and Fury in Seattle.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was Tampa Pro. I don't remember. One of the Tampas. Slam City Jam.
Slam City, yeah.
That's Battery Park. When you get to the end of this trick, you'll see the Twin Towers in the background.
Hopefully my dumb head's not in the way.
No, it's not. It's right there.
There it is. Wow.
That's this place called Zones in Hawaii. That was from Vicious Cycle. Santa Monica Courthouse. Love that place.
Yeah. Incredible spot.
Yeah. And that's a mini ramp in Hawaii. That is no longer there, unfortunately, I heard. That's in Ireland. It froze my ass in Ireland. It was really cold. They sent me to Ireland in like March, and it was like the coldest ever.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, this sounds like that one like Johnny Cash song, whatever. That's like I've been everywhere, because you're just like listing so many places. Crazy.
And Seaport.
This is in New York, right? Or
yes. Love that place too.
Dope.
It's a lot of things.
I think that was the end of the skate clips. Let's get some of this interview wildness going.
Okay.
Gonna pull up, little. Oops, not that one. Let's do this one. Cool. All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Wheel World. These are the true stories of skaters picked to go live on Instagram. Have their responses recorded to find out what happens when people stop being polite and they start getting real. Welcome to the Wheel World. In the house, we got Jaime Reyes. How are you doing tonight? Cast and
I'm
all?
good.
Amazing. You
I'm
ready
doing great.
Are you ready for the basic questions?
Sure.
All right, starting off with everyone's favorite question. How old are you?
None of your business.
Love it.
I'm 100 years old. I'm everyone's coach and auntie.
I love it. Much love. Where do you currently reside?
I reside in Virginia.
Nice, nice.
Yes.
Are you in like Norfolk area or like where Sav lives?
I'm like an hour away from her. I'm like in between Richmond and Virginia Beach. Like
Nice.
literally in between in the middle of the peninsula called Williamsburg, Colonial Williamsburg.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Where did you grow up skating?
I grew up in Hawaii, in Honolulu.
Nice.
And from there, everywhere, I guess. There's a lot of growing everywhere along the way.
Yeah. How old were you when you started skating? Like,
I think maybe 12 or 13.
Nice. What was your first pair of skate shoes that you had?
Because my very first skate shoes. I want to say Bo Jackson's, but I know I skated in Bo Jackson's because I didn't know what skate shoes was.
Yeah.
Some pair of Nikes, but my first skate shoe, I really don't remember. It's been so long.
Yeah.
I'm like 100 years old, so.
Yeah, it's hard to remember 100 years ago, you know?
Yeah.
Aside from like stairs and handrails, what's like an obstacle that you'd be fine never skating again? Like it just didn't exist.
I don't know. Like, I don't do manuals, but I'm trying.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my forte, and then I'm trying to learn how to skate my mini ramp transition more.
Yeah.
But I maybe late flips. I don't know, because those were in when I started skating, and I could not do one to save my life.
Yeah.
I probably still can't do one now, even if I tried.
Yeah.
Probably late flips.
I love when I never get good enough to do a trick that ends up being corny, like a crook back lip. Like I could never do it, but I'm like kind of glad. I miss that.
Pressure flips. I could never. I probably can't. Like I've tried and tried where your tail or your nose gets so razor that like that crazy thing, and I just for some reason that trick doesn't like me.
Yeah, if you got pressure flip tips, hit us in the comments real quick. Scotch us. We need some help.
We need some scotching.
Yeah. Next question is sponsors and shoutouts. And what I like to do is you can give some shoutouts to like previous sponsors, current sponsors, and then you can also talk about sponsors that you're going to have in the future. So you can will sponsors to happen right now.
Oh, there's a lot of people I want to shout out in the past. Jeff Pang, helped me out a lot when he was sending me stuff from Zoo. Jim Thibault, of course, dude. Day one, dude. He's still looking out for me today. So thank you, Jim. Thank you, Real.
Big shout out to Jim.
Alphanumeric back in the day. Greg Carawat Ventures back in the day. Joey Trichet from Indies to Ace Trucks. Who else we got? George Powell. Been getting Swiss bearings for like 20-something years now. Thank you. I'll tell you about that. It's a weird story how I met him, and I thought he was a creepy old man on the airplane. And we can get into that later. Future sponsors.
Yeah, what's happening for
you? Oh, wait, I got to thank all the people that's helping me out now.
Oh,
Jim, always super grateful. Jim's, always looking out. Scuba Steve at Nike, hooking me up, keeping my feet fresh. Spitfire, of course, Jim.
Jim again.
Jim. Jim. And who else has got me? Rose Street skateboard shop down in San Diego area. Mm-hmm. They like to send me packages, which is awesome. It's a good friend of mine that owns it. There's so many people, but yeah. Future sponsors. One day I know I need to get off of soda, but I've cut down a lot.
Good for you.
And has to be the real sugar Pepsi if they want to sponsor me because it has no corn syrup in it. I'm trying to stay off of that stuff. I've been really good, but not everywhere sells the real sugar. So this is a treat for me.
Okay.
Future sponsor, Skate Light, holla at your girl. I need to
Skate
make
Light.
an extension on my ramp.
Yeah. You got Skate Light on it right now?
Yeah.
Oh, well, Skate Light. You gotta send Jamie a box.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want to make a flat bank. I want to extend it. You know, it's only 12 feet right now. I want to go maybe to 20 feet wide, if that's possible. The Skate Light, holla at your girl.
Yeah, Skate Light and Pepsi Real Sugar.
Yes, has to be real sugar. I don't want that corn syrup shit.
No
Sorry.
corn syrup.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay healthy.
That's right.
And for water, Fiji water, holla at your girl.
Fiji water, only the best, honestly. Love a square bottle, honestly.
Yeah, I like good water.
Super
I'm not a tap water person for some reason. I can't drink water out of the tap, and I get freaked out.
No. Yeah, I filter all my water at home, DIY style.
I think because I was in Philly, and like they have their pipes are so old that it's wooden pipes.
What?
And when I was staying in Philly at the hotel, they like don't drink the water. Like I was like, what? I can't even brush my teeth. Like I was like staying in a hotel, and they're like, all the pipes here because the city is so old. It's wooden pipes, and they're replacing it. Like one of the pipes, like I don't know what happened, but so I get freaked out about water.
Yeah. All right, you ready for some deeper questions? Ready to really get into it?
Okay, let's do this.
Ready for the hard balls? All right.
Yeah.
So tell us about shooting the cover for Thrasher.
Oh, so at the time I was flowed by Real, you know, Jim and Tommy, and Ruben Orkin. Rest in peace. Ruben was such a rad dude. Ruben and Jim and Tommy told me one day, like when I called up for $1, like told me there's this dude gonna be in Hawaii, go shoot a photo with him. And I cut class. Don't do this, kids. Don't do this, but I did it. And this was the result of cutting class that day. That one day, and it happens to be the first photo ever I shot.
That's first skate photo ever?
First skate photo ever. From cutting class. That's what happened. But don't do this, kids. I encourage education.
True, but if you do, make sure it's worth it.
Yeah, make sure it's important. But yes, it's yeah, if it wasn't for Ruben, Jim, and Tommy like telling me, hey, go shoot with this guy, he's gonna be in town in Hawaii, this would have never happened, I don't think.
Yeah.
Because a month later, Lance Stalls came into town, and I shot a photo with him for Slap, and that was my second photo. But yeah, it's
so it's
first photo ever.
You, right?
Yes.
Like, I don't know. I just watched all your footage, and you did so many tricks. Like, because that's like a famous spot, right? Like in.
Yeah, it was. This is a famous spot in Hawaii, and I grew up maybe 3 or 4 blocks from it.
Wow.
And I don't know, that's my hometown, and I couldn't really go anywhere because I was obviously really young, and truancy is a really big thing in Hawaii, or it was. I don't know about now. And it was, so I was like, oh, let's just go to a local skate park. The cops are not going to go there.
Yeah.
So we went there, and that used to be a roller rink in the 70s for roller derby. And then the skateboarders kind of took over, obviously.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, yeah, it's like a big skateboard, right? What's it called?
It's all apart. It's that ground, like, not the bank, but that ground in the center was like the roughest ground you could find in the world. And then obviously, like 15 years later after I moved, they made it so buttery. And I was like, oh, these kids are so lucky. They don't even know what this ground was before. But yeah, now the ground there is super smooth. There's a pyramid in the middle, a little volcano, hubba, a little handrail, ledges, which I like, ledges, obviously.
So sick. All right, you ready for your next deep question?
Sure. Bring it on.
Oh my gosh. This photo came out really big. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, so you're known for having like a really dope Switch game. Do you want to tell us like how you got into skating so much Switch? Was that just like a product of like your environment or like
So I was riding for real at the time, and like I was saying, the pressure flips and the hard flips, late flips, not hard flips, late flips was such a thing. I was like, fuck it, I want to learn how. And then Salman Aga was riding for the real, and I was kept watching his part, and I was like, fuck it, I want to learn how to skate Switch. Everyone is doing late flips and pressure flips. I don't know. I can't do it to save my life. I'm just gonna learn how to skate Switch, and every day I would practice and practice and practice, eat shit, but get up and practice and practice and practice till I got it down. And that's how my Switch game came about.
did you have a lot of like flat ground that you skated? Like, because I'm just thinking at the time that you started skating, there probably wasn't skate parks everywhere with like quarter pipes. So you could like learn transition tricks. You know what I mean?
So yeah, there weren't that like really, like I said, Olive Park was like the roughest, shittiest ground ever. Like it just the ground was just it was terrible. So there's this school called Kaumanu, and it had like every time it rained we would go there because it had the smoothest ground and it was covered. So but there was nothing there but flat ground, so just skate that. And then there's this other place called Undergrounds in Hawaii, where the red curb. It's in some video. I skated a red curb. That's where I learned how to switch back 5-0s at that curb. But that ground was super buttery, and that's where I learned all like my flat ground on this smooth ground, basically.
Sick. So you basically learned tricks regular, and then you just were like, I'm just gonna learn to Switch. Like,
yeah, basically.
that's dope. What's your best advice for somebody that wants to get better at skating Switch?
The best advice for me was like if there was a trick I couldn't do, instead of getting really pissed off, I just moved on and try to like, for instance, heel flips. Like I said, manuals are not my forte. Not much transitions my forte. Like skating or mini ramp is not my forte, but I'm trying. I can't do a heel flip. I could do it maybe once every 20 years or some shit.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna learn it Switch, and that's how I learned how to do Switch heel flip, hence Switch heeling down these stairs.
That's
like,
so sick.
Just get over it, move on to the next trick, and just like, and then get back to that trick if you want to really land it. That's my advice. Just keep moving on instead of getting stuck and getting frustrated, because that's just a mental fuck when you're just like, I only want to stick to this one thing. Like okay, frontside tail slides, can't do that. I cannot do that to save my life. Hence why I backside tail slide all the time, or switch backside tail slide. It's the frontside tail, for some reason, I don't know, it's mind blowing to me. So yeah, I just basically, my advice is just find what's comfortable to you and don't get mad. It's all part of skateboarding. It's all part of learning. Just move on and try something else.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, that's super good advice, because it's actually super true. And a lot of times when you skate, you think, okay, I got a 50-50 the ledge, I got a 5-0 the ledge, and then I got a Smith the ledge, and then I got a lip slide. Like, you think that it's this linear progression, when in reality, like, you can skip over things. Just because you can't do this thing doesn't mean something else is gonna be harder. So
yeah, you gotta find your, basically explore all the, there's so many tricks these days. You just gotta explore and just give it a go. They just don't, like, my advice, just don't get frustrated and stick to one thing. Like right now for me, I try to, it's been raining here like basically every day, but the last time I skated was like maybe 2 days ago. Yeah, because it rained today, rained yesterday, Wednesday, skating Wednesday. And I was like, fuck it, I'm going to try heel flip again. That's why I talked about the heel flip. I got super close. The switch heel flip came faster. The heel flip did not.
Yeah, I feel you on that heel flip.
It all takes time.
I literally couldn't heel flip for 10 years. I feel you.
It's mind blowing, right? Just some things comes easy, and then some things are just like, why you gotta be a dick for? Then you have that love-hate relationship with your board. But I love you, but I hate you, but I love you.
That's real. That's real.
Yeah.
All right. My next question is, what's your day job?
My day job currently, I have no day job right now.
Nice.
I used to have a day job. I need money though.
Send Jamie money.
Yeah. No, yeah. So I'm when I am working, I work on basically on The Walking Dead.
The TV show,
There's
right?
yeah, The World Beyond, and I am lucky enough to have a cool boss that sometimes let me skate in the warehouse.
Sick.
But
That's
don't
awesome.
tell him. There's
So,
actually footage I think on Instagram of me skating through the warehouse, through the sets. But we won't tell him. Don't tell The Walking Dead.
no, we don't need to tell them.
Yeah,
That's really sick. So do you do like set
like
design or anything like that, right?
I do construction, build sets.
Sick.
I build sets, skateboard, and then I build more sets, and then skateboard, build walls, skateboard. No, but yeah, you know, sorry kids, we all gotta get a job someday. I don't make that skateboarding money anymore.
Mhm. That's
One
cool.
day, maybe it could happen.
How'd you get into like that line of work, like doing like working on like TV show sets?
So basically, after I stopped making money from skateboarding, for years, I didn't work. I didn't know what to do with myself because the only thing I ever knew how to do was skateboard.
Mm.
And it was like, I want to say 5 years ago that I was like, shit, I can't pay rent. I don't have any money. I ran out of money. What the fuck? So I had to figure out what to do. Tried bartending, tried bar backing, and that wasn't good for me. I was not in a good place to be doing that kind of stuff. And then I begged a friend, Sonny Fleming, to hire me, uh, even though I didn't know nothing about home renovations or anything. He gave me a chance and taught me some things along the way. And from there, my friend Donovan hit me up and said, "Hey, we got an opening. Do you want to work?" And I was like, "Yeah." I had to go work in the greens department for The Walking Dead, and that was basically in the greens department. I made everything. Me and a bunch of dudes made everything look old and ugly, like threw leaves down,
Yeah.
like got clumps of grass and made them die.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then from there I went into construction, and that's how I got the job. And that I've only been doing that for since August, but I haven't worked since February. Unfortunately, to you know, the pandemic we have.
Did a little pandemic.
Yeah.
Sick. One thing that we had talked about was you obviously lived in New York for a long time and skated Brooklyn Banks. There was a clip of you doing a switch heel on the banks, and you definitely got down the rail and all that stuff. Is there anything you want to share about like skating in New York and like what's going on with the banks right now?
So if everybody would link into my bio and sign the petition to save the Brooklyn Banks, that would be awesome. Because the Brooklyn Banks is a very, what do you call it? It's a skateboard landmark. Like everyone knows, like the Brooklyn Banks, just like everyone knows the South Bank. It's been there forever, and everyone's been skating it forever. And hi Sasha, and hi Carlos. So Pulaski Pooch. But basically, yeah, if you could just sign, and that would be awesome. And the skateboarders will have somewhere to go because the Brooklyn Banks is been there forever.
Yeah.
There's so much history went down there, so much skateboard history. So please sign the petition. That would be great. Just link into the bio, please.
Smash that link in Jamie's bio. Let's freaking
Yeah.
go. Very cool. All right, we're gonna move into my favorite segment, which is the hashtag game. I'm gonna put an image up on the screen, and you're gonna describe it in 3 hashtags or less.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, let's start here.
Hashtag Betty. Watch the show tonight. It's 11 p.m. And next week, Friday, I believe, Betty, yeah, is the finale. And I believe me and Tony will be on it. And Savannah and Leo. We got some heads in it. So check out that. So hashtag like, holy shit, I'm sitting next to Tony Hawk. And hashtag, I got a line with Tony Hawk.
You had a speaking role, right? Like a proper role on tonight's episode, right?
That's next week's episode,
Oh,
I
next week.
believe. Yeah, me and Tony do
Nice.
in this sitting area, trying to look all cool.
That's super sick. All right, what about this?
Hashtag they owe me money.
No way!
I'm just saying, who comes out with Reyes twos and don't pay me?
Uh,
Uh, those are the Reyeses, right?
yeah,
Ones?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Hashtag I hate you, Globe. I don't want to say anything bad.
Yeah.
Um,
For those that don't
ha-
know, what are we looking at?
we're looking at my pro model shoes from Galas, and hashtag I would like to forget those years.
For sure.
Yeah, bad mistake.
Yeah.
And we can get into it. Yeah,
Yeah, I
it
mean, you have the
was.
floor, whatever you want to say, but no pressure. Like, yeah.
I'm just saying that kind of like
It looks
that
nice.
colorway. I really like that colorway. Hashtag I don't even have a pair.
You know what? I have a pair, I think, at my parents' house because I bought them. Like, I special ordered them as like a teenager. Like, I was like so excited.
Oh, thank you. Um, hashtag they should have done things right with me, and it was just all full of lies to let me go 3 days before Christmas and to give me
No.
some bullshit and to hashtag yeah, you should have told me that you were gonna come out or raise twos and not pay me. Would have been good to know.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you have any other like thoughts or like whatever? Because I mean, obviously you were in the game like way before a lot of girls are now, and they're getting a lot of opportunities. Like, do you have any advice
Uh,
for them
my
coming
advice
up?
is if you have a gut feeling, like I had a gut feeling like I shouldn't have done it and rode for them. Like granted, I had a lot of opportunities with them. I got to travel a lot. And before I even rode for them, when I was writing for Alfred America at the same time, and my team manager at the time was, hey, we've heard stories like how sketchy they are about, ripping off their team riders, blah blah blah. But and they're like, no, if you really want to go, like, because I was really hesitant at first, and they were like, oh, you can put whoever you want on the team, you get to hand pick, blah blah blah. And that's I picked Amy, I picked Vanessa, I picked Lauren, Lisa Whitaker, and then I would have some kind of say. They gave me like a say for a little bit,
Yeah.
and that just went out the door basically.
Hmm.
Like, and then how I kind of wanted my shoe was kind of how I wanted it, but kind of not how I wanted. Like they didn't really want to hear my input, and this is when I was kind of like already over them and pissed off, and then like 3 days before Christmas, I don't think my contract was even up yet, and yeah, they canned me, and then I was like, cool, okay, I like everyone told like, and then there was a fucked up thing, like I should have listened to my gut, and I should have listened to all the people that cared about me and told me how shady they were, and it was all true what they said. So for my advice is like for all these girls, dudes, homies, everybody that's coming up, if you have a gut feeling and it doesn't feel right, don't do it. Or think it through, because obviously I did not, and I was young and stupid.
Yeah. How old were you when you like got a contract with them? Were you like still a teenager?
I think I think it was like maybe 19, 18 when I was talking. Like I was like, oh, still young. Like I was traveling the world by like what 15, 16, and then just didn't know, and just I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
just I don't know. Think things through, and I know it's hard when you're at a certain age. Like I hope I don't make any mistakes now. I could still make mistakes and not choose the right thing, but just kind of listen to your gut and make sure you do it for you, not because someone wants you to. That's the thing too. You do
Yeah.
it for you. Look out for you, not because the company's not looking out for you.
Yeah.
That's especially a company like that is definitely not looking out for you.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks for sharing that, and like, I think a lot of people will really hear that, and that's important to know, even though
Yeah,
it's,
don't get me wrong. I got to travel a lot with them, and shot a lot of photos for them. Like Jaya shot a lot of my photos, and so did Retta for them. And I, rem- you know, I, you can ask Lisa Whitaker about it. She didn't get paid for something that she done for, like footage of me.
yep, from the
Because
video,
we
right?
talked about this. We talked about this at Wheels of Fortune last year. That
Yeah,
she didn't get. So like I said, like I don't know. If you're not even paying like the filmer, which makes you think they're paying the writer. Just I should have listened.
yeah,
Just make
yeah,
the right choices, kids. Like, just think it through. Do your research.
yeah.
Don't do that handshake shit. Like, oh, cool, it's a deal.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
always try to remind myself, it's like ultimately it's like companies are just companies. Like if you have homies there, it's like obviously different, but like companies, the purpose of companies is like to make money, right? And so
yeah,
you have to know that like you as a person isn't their number one priority unless they're your actual friend, right? So
yeah,
that's where it can get really confusing in skateboarding. It's so informal, So you got to really look out for yourself. That's a really good point.
yeah. That's my basically my point. Yeah, do what's right for you.
Hmm.
Don't do what the company thinks they want you to do, or what you think the company wants you to do. Do what's right for you.
True. All right. Hopefully this is a slightly lighter note. Do you want to tell us about this pic? I know it's like a kickflip photo, but
Yeah, it's a kickflip in San Diego. I remember this, and it is a photo by Mike Reyes, no relation, but I do have a brother named Mike.
crazy.
And yeah, I used to be down in San Diego a lot because Alphanumeric had an office down on Third Street, I believe. So I used to go there. They used to fly me out to San Diego a lot, and I would just go skate and shoot photos. And before Rob Dyrdek had the crazy fantasy factory, he used to have this little warehouse because we all stayed in like this kind of same complex where all skateboarders stayed or lived, and that's where I would stay. And he would let me come over and skate. Well, I'd just skate his ledge. He had a big bank in the ledge back then. But yeah, those are good days. I'm wearing action shoes. Kareem Campbell looked out for me on that and gave
Nice.
me photo incentive.
That's tight. You
Yeah.
got hashtags for this, buddy?
Uh, Hashtag Kareem Campbell's the best. Hashtag alphanumeric thank you. Hashtag San Diego. Hashtag it looks like I have no arms.
Yeah, I love this video. It's low key. Do you want to tell us
Yeah.
about Ricky at all?
Oh, rookie. Yeah. Hashtag rookie. Those were my rookie days. Oh, sorry.
It's small.
Yeah. Rookie was the shit, man. Back in the day, Rookie was awesome. It was, um, well, I was running for real at the time, and at the time, I felt it was my time to leave. And as I left, Rookie hit me up. Peter basically hit me up and say, "Hey, my lady has a company. You should come ride for them." Sean, and I believe Sean. It was It was Peter Geese and Sean Killen that told me about Rookie, and I was just like, okay, let me see the boards. They sent me boards because I wasn't a definite yes. And then I rode their boards, and everything seemed all cool. And Elska, they were owned by Elska Sandor and Catherine Lyons, and they took really good care of me, and I want to thank them for that. So that was one of my shout outs that I forgot. Like I said, there's a lot of shout outs. So
Sick.
yeah, went from real to rookie there.
That's so sick. Yeah. Just as a side note, like I would flip through magazines, and the Rookie was one of the companies I always look out for because I'd either be able to see a photo of you, um, or
Van Rookout,
yeah, Rock
Jesse Van
Out,
Rookout,
and maybe
Rookout.
Malika too.
Yeah, Lauren
Yeah,
Malika.
yeah, she had an ad. I think I would cut them out, and they were on my wall when I was like a teenager. You know.
Hell yeah.
Side note. Side note.
Yeah.
Sick. Ready for our next one here?
That was my sexy pose with Lisa Whitaker. That
I
was
love
like,
Lisa in the background.
Lisa's like, what the fuck are you doing? That was my Zoolander blue steel pose, okay? And that was my Magnum pose.
Hashtag Magnum.
Yeah, hashtag Magnum. Hashtag Lisa Whitaker in the background. Hashtag, I look so serious. It looked like I want hashtag. I look like I want to kill somebody. You know what? It was one of the New York hot summers, and I think I was super over it, and I just wanted to go skate or sit in AC. So yeah.
So sick. All right, last one, and then we're gonna do some Q&A.
Oh, holler at your girl. Damn, that cat is so much bigger than the one I'm wearing right now.
This is a recent
Uh,
photo. Huh?
yeah, that was my first cast, and then I got this one, and then on Monday we're gonna. I go back to the doctor to see if I'm gonna have surgery or not.
Yeah.
Hopefully not. But this is at Carno Skateboard Shop, and those seats are really nice, and they have a really big skateboard library. If you're down in the Norfolk area, you should check it out. It's pretty fucking awesome. And that is me with the cover thrasher of me.
So sick. You want to tell us? You told me about your cast, but I feel like the people need to know what's up with the cast.
Unfortunately, I cracked my wrist or skateboard bill, not from skateboarding. Sorry to disappoint. So it is from walking my dog. Unfortunately, there was a storm the day before, and the very next day when I took her out to go do her business, I was looking at her because she doesn't go on a leash on our property. I was looking at her and I wasn't paying attention to where I was going. I tripped over a tree limb and went down, and my doctor said, "So you can skateboard and balance like fucking awesome, professional, but you can't walk for shit." That's what he said to me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so the dangers of walking, yes.
Watch out,
Yeah,
kids.
it happens. I'm not blaming nobody but myself. I should have been looking at her and looking down at my feet.
And you broke the scaphoid, right? The one
Yeah.
that gets its blood supply on the way back to the hand or whatever, or back to
Yeah,
the
and
arm.
it's like the second slowest healing bone in your body,
Dude,
which,
the worst. I got surgery. You probably can't tell, but I got surgery on mine.
yeah, how long, what was your recovery time? I don't want to,
Uh,
now it's,
it was all right. It was just annoying because I rebroke it, and then
oh,
at one point they told me if you fall on it again, you could break it so badly, like because I play guitar and
yeah.
type and do things with my hands. They're like if you break it again, it might just not grow back ever. So I was like
They
a bit
didn't put a
scared.
pin in it?
Yeah. What?
They didn't
Yeah,
put, they
I
didn't,
have the pin. Yeah, I
yeah.
never got it
'Cause
out.
that's what they're talking about, and
Yeah.
I'm very fortunate right now. I do have health insurance, but I am trying to do the best thing possible. But yeah, the only reason the thing too, like I shouldn't. The only reason I was staring at my dog too is because I know it's our property, but I still pick up her shit. And that's why I was staring at her, not looking
Mm,
at my footing. I always pick up your dog shit, dude. I don't care it's your property. It's like I want to be walking in my yard and step on my dog shit.
yeah. Right. Yeah.
So that's why I was like, that's why I was staring at where she was going to take a poop. That's the only reason why I was staring at her and then looked down and there was a tree limb.
Dang. It could happen to any of
Yeah.
us. Watch out for those tree limbs. Walk your dog
Yes.
safely out here, people.
And
Learn
pick
from
up
the
your dog
best.
poop.
Yeah, pick up your dog poop. Amazing. Are you ready for some Q&A?
Sure.
Cool. All right. Let's see what we got here in our question box. We got a question for you here. Wenty. Biggest struggle or hurdle that you've overcame in your career?
Biggest struggle or hurdle. Uh, would me getting my shit together struggle?
Totally. Yeah. You
Like,
want to say more about that?
yeah, I guess. Well, yeah, my biggest struggle was it was in 2009. I went through some rough shit. I had 7 dark years, and that was my biggest struggle. I basically stopped skateboarding. I took grief in the terrible way and partied my life away those 7 years. And it took me 7 years to realize that the only thing that really made me fucking happy was skateboarding. So I started skating again 4 years ago. 4 or 5 years ago, yeah. So now I'm skating again and had to overcome it,
Yeah. That's amazing. I'm glad you found your outlet. Hey, also, if people out there have questions, click the question box button at the bottom, and then your question will be able to pop up on the screen. If you just comment it, I can't do that, so just hit the question button.
I saw Marby said, "Hi Marby, I miss you, hungry."
Marby was
skate again.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said something about favorite something.
Favorite trick on the bank, I think.
Favorite trick on the bank. Ooh. My favorite trick on the bank would be the tray flip to fake it all apart.
Dude, it's so sick.
I think the other favorite trick would be, I think in that video you showed, I did it in a line, was the nollie tray flip to fakie.
That was G.
Yeah. And nollie flips. When if I could pop them right and make them pop, those are my favorite tricks for sure.
So sick. I liked your switch frontside flip. That was sick.
Oh yeah.
I want to try that. I never tried that.
Those are, yeah, I forgot about the switch frontside trick. I might have to bring that back into my fucking playlist. Because, I'm slowly, basically I'm relearning everything that I lost. It's skateboarding. It's what happens when you quit for how many years. And every time I skate, I try to get a trick back. I'm working on it. So be patient with me, everybody.
We're patient.
I still got it. You just be patient.
All right. Kim wants to know #1 snack: Spam musubi, California burrito, or New York pizza.
Oh, Kim, you're killing me. Can I say all three, dude? I say definitely a New York pizza slice, definitely a Spam musubi, and definitely a California burrito with no cilantro, please, because I get sick.
Are you allergic to cilantro?
Yes.
Dang. Fun
Unfortunately.
Fact about Jaime Reyes.
Don't kill me with cilantro. Don't spike me with cilantro.
Yeah,
which sucks because everybody says good, but I just get really sick.
Dang. You got any other allergies?
As I got older, yeah. Pollen. All kinds of shit. Not that many, though. Not that will kill me. Maybe the cilantro will from all that throwing up, but yeah.
All right. The homie Deej wants to know, what made you pick up a skateboard?
I picked up a skateboard. Okay, back to cutting class. Again, kids, don't do this. So the building I grew up in Hawaii had a door guy, security guard, and I was cutting class to go surf. And I went to the beach, had the surfboard, was all stoked, cut class, got to the beach, it was flat as fuck, no waves. Couldn't go home because that dude always rats me out. So I went and sat in a park, and then I saw these two kids that were cutting class, skateboarding, and I was so mesmerized with what your feet can do. And literally from that moment on, that's when I put the surfboard down and picked up the skateboard. And I fell and fell and fell. The balance on skateboard was, came pretty easy, I guess, from surfing, but learning how to kickflip and learning how to do tricks was, a little hard. But I, got it eventually and kind of stuck with me, and didn't really drop the skateboard till that bad years. But other than that, that's how I got into skateboarding.
Have you surfed recently at all?
Hell no. Unfortunately, kids don't do this either. Don't smoke.
Okay.
You need strong lungs.
Seriously.
To be a surfer.
It's 95% paddling. People don't realize that.
That and you need to have really, really strong lungs to hold your breath so you don't drown. Because if you get wiped out and you're in that washing machine for how long, you got to be able to hold your breath to come back up so the waves stop coming at you.
Yeah.
And I think the last time I surfed was with Lauren Malika in Hawaii, where we paddled we were surfing Diamond Head with, was it Jing Joe? Yeah, we paddled a mile out to the break, and by the time I got there, I was like, oh God, I can't breathe. So I took one wave, and basically I was trying to get the wave to take me all the way back to shore because I wasn't going to do it again. And then from there, I just sat on the beach, let them surf, and then from there I was like, let's just go skateboard. Fuck this.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So yeah, strong arms, strong lungs, surfing. Did
All
you
right,
ever
looks like
skate with Austin? Who's Austin?
it looks like
I'm.
you're people from The Walking Dead.
No, actually, it's the construction people skate.
Let's see.
Not so much the actors.
All right. Do, 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 do.
Sorry, I don't watch The Walking Dead either, so I don't know their names. Never seen an episode.
You just build it.
Yeah. You
All
tell me
right.
to put up a wall, I put up a wall.
Um,
Where's some robots?
yeah. Who are your role models? How have they changed? Any insights with people you look up to?
I look up to everybody. Is that weird to say? Like everyone that I skate with is my role model. Like from the beginning, from the day I started skateboarding, all the dudes that I grew up with, they're all nice. Like obviously, I didn't look up to assholes because that's not. You don't want to. I don't want to be an asshole. So I always looked up to all the people I surrounded myself with, good peeps, and then I just like learned from that. Like even fucking going on tour with Miss Bigfoot herself, Amy Carone. She drove me crazy, but she was a role model to me. You know, Vanessa. Oh yeah, you're so sweet too.
I got a clip. I think of you
Of
guys.
me wanting to kill them?
I think this might be it. Let's see if we can hear some audio here.
Yes, deep down inside, I do have a heart.
Anyways, I thought that was funny. That's sick. That's a great answer.
Yeah, everybody's, everybody, like going to Wheels of Fortune last year. Like there were so many role models. You just look at everybody. Like everyone should be a role model, you know? And everybody just like what the ability of skateboarding these days is just so fucking mind blowing. It's just like
Yeah.
it just explode with all like, damn that dude's good. That chick's good. That
Yeah.
homie's good. Just like role model, role model, role model. Like that's how I look at things. I just look at things differently, I guess.
Yeah. That's good to not like idolize one person or whatever. Like just take influence from people because like nobody's
Yeah, that's
perfect, right? Like yeah.
yeah. Everyone has their flaws, and that's why I was just like look at everybody like that's dope. Like
Mm.
there's so much like everyone just has so much to give, and that should be your fucking role model to me. Like that's how I look at things.
Yeah. No, that's dope. That's sick. Soph's got a question about do you feel like it's hard for people to separate drinking and drug use from skateboarding?
I want to say yes. Sometimes, yeah. Like I talked about this earlier, I've had my struggle when I basically, like I said, like that grief, like when my dad passed away, I went on a fucking crazy binge for 7 years. Like I am super happy to be alive. I should have been dead.
Mm.
Like doing that much drugs and drinking, I should never be here. And I'm glad I got my shit together and I'm here.
We're glad you're here.
Hence, real sugar Pepsi and water, an occasional beer or two. That's the thing too. I know how to turn it off.
Mm.
Yeah, unfortunately I still do drink, but I'm not doing that 24-hour drinking I used to do.
Yeah, that's good.
I
All in
got my
moderation.
shit together. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about skaters and like addiction, and I feel like in order to get good at skateboarding and to progress, right? Like how many times do you have to do the kickflip wrong before you got it right, right? Like so it's like
Right.
it naturally
It's an addiction.
exactly, right? It
It's an
breeds
addiction.
exactly. As soon as you land that trick, on to the next, on to the next. So of course when it comes to substances, we're more as a community more predisposed, I would say, or there's going to be a higher level of people that are going to be addicts. And like I think that's part of that's cool because if you find positive addictions, awesome, but like it makes a lot of sense why a lot of skaters struggle with that.
Yeah, and I had to separate myself from those struggles, like, because I was like, oh, dude, I love drugs. I ain't gonna lie, like, I'm being completely honest. Like, I love you, but you're not good for me, and I can't do you anymore. And that's when I was like, and I stopped skating. I was like, all right, now I'm skating again, and it makes me happy. I stick to the thing that my happiness is my addiction, which is skateboarding. So I gave up one addiction for another, basically.
Yeah, that's good.
For the right addiction, the one that started my life career.
Yeah, that's amazing. Looks like Lil Yes Skate wants to know what your favorite trick is and why.
My favorite trick is, I can't do them very well, but an ollie.
Sick.
Because if you can't ollie, you can't ollie back tail. If you can't ollie, you can't kickflip. If you can't ollie, you can't back 5-0. Like, I think ollie has to be, that and switch ollies. Like, I just always want them to be perfect, because that's how I'm going to predict how my day is going to be. Like, my switch flip's going to be good. Like, if my switch ollies, yeah,
dude,
then I'm gonna have ugly switch flips. Same with my ollies. If my ollies don't feel good right off the bat, I'm like, dude, my kickflips are gonna be really fucking ugly today. Like, there's gonna be some toe police, there's gonna be some tic tac. But I would say an ollie, but then from there would be backside tail slide, which will be coming back in future.
Yeah, I'm trying to relearn those actually right now. I'm inspired. I was watching your footage and I was like, because I've been trying to learn back Smiths, and I'm like, I think if I relearn back tail first, it would feel better. But
see, back Smiths for some reason doesn't like me. Knock on wood. I always rolled my ankle on that trick.
Front ankle or back? Front ankle?
Front ankle.
I see. Yeah, you gotta really be dipping.
Yeah, like the front foot just wants to come off, and then that's why I kind of switch Manny. I'm working on that right now because, like, I think I posted it like 2 weeks ago. Sorry, I'm reading this. Switch Manny, I'm working on it. Me and Sav, because manuals are not my forte, and I did a couple manuals. I posted both of them because I was super psyched on them. They didn't look shitty, but I want to do a switch manual next. So hopefully that'll be coming in the future, if it ever stops raining here.
You got it. Switch manuals, actually, I have the same relationship with switch manuals. Then sometimes switch manual is easier than regular manual. I think because, like, the heel flip thing we were just talking about, like, for some reason that just feels kind of easier. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, for some reason, I don't know why I tried manuals 2 weeks ago, and I was like, everyone's doing it, but I can't do it. Just like everyone can, like, slappies. Like, I literally just learned how to slappy this year.
That's so sick.
All these years of skateboarding, never could do. Like, people would make fun of me. Like, all my friends were like, "What? You never learned how to slappy?" I was like, "Dude, like I said, lay flips and pressure flips were when I started. Lay flips and pressure flips."
So fun.
And then Salmon Gal was doing the switch thing, and that's how I was like, all right, I gotta learn how to do switch.
That's so sick. All right, so we got a demand from Amber, one of my personal favorite skaters.
What up, Amber?
I don't think it'll tell you, but it says more of a demand than a question needed Jaime Wright character for the remakes of the Tony Hawk Pro Skater video games.
Yeah, Tony, what's up?
What's up, Tony?
Put me in it.
Put me in, coach.
How do we holler at Tony?
So I just got a notice on
That'd
my
be
phone
cool.
that we got to wrap it up, or else we're going to get booted off here in like less than a minute. So let me hit you with an outro real quick, if that's okay.
Cool.
All right. So there might be a video game character named I think it's like the Blue Beetle or something, but his name in real life is Jaime Reyes, basically exactly how your name is spelled. And there might be a baseball player named Jose Reyes. There might be this lady named Jamie, what is her name? Jamie Ray Newman. But I just wanted to remind everybody that there's only one Jamie Reyes, and she was on Wheel World tonight, and we want to thank her for being a part of this. You freaking rock. Thank you so much. We love you. You're such a pioneer.
You gotta skate soon,
dude. I know. As soon as this chills out.
We'll the fortune soon, I hope.
Dude, yeah, we just had to postpone, but we'll be back.
2 next year?
Let's
do 2 next year.
Yeah, that's what Cat Sai suggested. I'm in. If you want 2 wafts, throw it down in the comments. Get hyped. Tell your friends. Start a petition.
Thank you for hanging out, everybody.
Yeah,
and listening to me make bullshit.
This is really fun. All right, thanks everybody. Have a good one, Jamie.
Thank you.
Talk soon and later.
See ya.
Peace.
Bye.